intercepted. And we are underway in Foxborough. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Wait, check line 54. Line 54. You better go bandit.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
51 for Mike, boy. 51. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Draw play. Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet there are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Brady gives to Michel. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Wait, set. 53. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, check, check.
On the ground, Michel looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Now Elliott. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup of 38. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Brady with a hook up to the fellow veteran Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go. Switch. Hey, check it.
Here's Brady. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, but now it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 36,
and they will run it with Michel. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On second and goal, Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Ryan Izzo there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is their third drive right now. Maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Right here, right here. Hey, one set. Then we're going to 53.
On second and 9, Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now a timeout called for by the offense as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Throwing, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. To throw is Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Brings up second and 12 at the Patriots' 48-yard line.
46.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And he finds Austin complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Dallas.
Prescott on first down. Completes it to Austin. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Out of bounds at the 17-yard line. A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. First down, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Final play of the half. Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
incomplete. It's now second and goal at the 1-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Forbath will put this one through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full streak.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. And he whips that one incomplete there. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Well, partner, let's talk Super Bowl. We have to. Before the year, by the way, we made predictions for the Super Bowl. You got one of the teams right. You had Kansas City and New Orleans, but you had the Saints winning. I also had the Saints there, but losing to New England. And now we get a chance to rectify things. So who's going to win the big game, partner?
Well, I think San Francisco wins 35-34. MVP, usually a quarterback. But in this case, we're going to have an upset. Middle linebacker Fred Warner is going to have 13 tackles and an interception return for a touchdown and be the upset MVP winner over Jimmy Garoppolo, because in the Super Bowl, if the quarterback does anything, he wins the award. But this time, the defense, which got them there, is going to take charge, and Fred Warner walks away. Super Bowl MVP, 49ers Super Bowl champions.
Wow, you went above and beyond with great specifics there. I'll be a little bit more general. I'll just say that the Chiefs are going to win by a touchdown, and yes, I'll go with the MVP being number 15, Patrick Mahomes.
And if you're not really rooting in this game, how great a matchup is this?
It's fantastic. Going to be a ton of fun. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. John Simon in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, that, round 80, round 80. 54, watch 54. Hey, I'm coming up. Rim.
On the ground, this is Michel. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, it's Michel. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 39. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Play action. Now it's Brady. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's got Sanu. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 18 big yards on that one. And a New England first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Alabama, 380, 55 to Mike. I'm trying to collect. Hey, 56.
They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. Hey,
To throw, it's Brady. To Michel on the screen. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46.
No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st down, Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
7 yards there and a 1st down. So this one will end in a defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the